In the bottom left, we do have our Terran player, and in the bottom right, it is Best. Yes, that's the Best Protoss player, who's probably one of the ultimate PvT player, specialist, extremely good in breaking positions. Which seem unbreakable otherwise, so yeah. Looking forward to what he can bring to the table here. I kind of want to play myself a little bit. Alright, so let's see. On the Terran side of things, it looks like we're going for that one barracks opening here. Could be a expand, but he's already grabbing his gas at 12. Or even 11. A little bit early, actually. And Best is going for a Nexus first, of course, as is the Protoss way. It is one of the best builds in the book of all Protoss BS. So that's gonna be nice. A nice thing to do here. And apparently it's not that difficult to basically hold kind of every push, but this is an opportunity here for our Terran player, as he went for a very early gas on 11. Now he can immediately throw up his factory here in just a moment. I'm gonna do so down here. There we go. Factory. See. And he will instantly scout his opponent. So he has two things really going for him. Now he could just keep on making Marines. He's actually not making any Marines right now. But what he could do is just make Marines and rally across units. Marine Vulture can kill a Nexus first if you set it up with a bunker or something to anchor that position. But you can potentially snipe that, and that would make this game incredibly messy. Now Best is gonna see this fast factory, and that's a good scout for him. Also sees the first Marine already push out, and he knows he probably, might even want to start a Zealot. There you go, to keep things a little bit more safe here. Initiate a little bit of counter pressure. The probe is gonna run away, and we see that Vulture Marine startup here for our Terran players. Actually throwing down, what is this? A supply depot. Yeah, okay. I thought for a second he would make another factory. Wait a minute. Now he could go to factory. He has the money for a second factory. Is he gonna do it though? Seems like he wants to go ahead and expand here. Now this is just gonna be a little bit of light pressure. And the Marines don't even move out, so he doesn't really wanna kill it next. He just says, alright, I'm gonna go into my command center, I'm gonna play from behind. Maybe I can snipe something with those vultures. And goons are not here yet, so only that Zealot is gonna get a hit on the vulture. That's a nice hit, but already a probe is gonna be killed. And he gets that scout. Now, sitting on that ramp man, Best is snatching that vulture, but he kills two probes. I think that's fine. We're quite happy with that as the Terran here. Making his add-on here, machine shop on the way. And we'll see what kind of upgrade he wants to go for first. Kind of guessing mines. He already lost one of these vultures. He might go for speed actually, but I don't think you can get that much value out of a speed first here in this situation. So let's just wait and see. He's actually going into mines, so there we go. Gonna utilize that to create some map presence, potentially block some third bases. And he knows this observatory is a little bit late. The robo is only starting, so the observatory needs some time to get up and running as well. Goon speed is going to be out quite fast here though. So Best could potentially make all goons and then just go across the map and try to hit that bunker. And if the tank goes out of position, he can two-shot that one. So there's like a few possibilities, a few ideas behind this kind of startup here from the Protoss player. Now Terran is just making the second factory here right now. Mines did just get completed, so he's gonna go ahead and lay those mines. As you can see, he already blocking that potential third base. Really love to see it. Just set out those mines on these kind of small high ground ramps as well. And even blocking the other location for the third as well. So that's a really good play, and that means that Best kind of needs to wait for some observers to actually go ahead and clear those. I mean, you also can do the micro trick with the goons, but it's a little bit, if you don't know where the mines are, it's very annoying and costs actually a lot of time to do correctly. And if you mess it up, well, you just lose your goons, right? Now, this is gonna be the time where we'll see siege tanks, or siege mod, excuse me. And it's not gonna be the speed here. The speed is gonna be delayed. Siege mode comes first. Playing this a little bit more safely here. I don't think we're gonna see a quick push, but this could translate into a faster third base here. Gonna start up a few turrets potentially here in the near future. And we just see him produce out those siege tanks. Now, can he grab like this third or something? I don't know. Like very fast. Kind of cool to see. Oops. Alright, already clearing those mines here, as you can see with the observer. And they of course do provide that vision to scout that base out. As you can see, they have like a tiny radius of vision here. Vulture coming in is gonna run into those goons. That's a nice interception here for Best. And be quite happy with that. This like mine setup is basically just a let's buy time thing for the Terran. It's not like this is aimed to actually do something. It's just creating vision, monitoring the movement of the Protoss army, and just buying that time. It's like, alright, you try to push out now. It's gonna be difficult for you to push out. And we have a bunch of siege tanks. He's going into 5 fact here. And no armory yet. Doesn't have the engineering bay floating over here in the north. Or any potential busts or shuttles coming in. Potentially reavers. You can name it, you can get it, but this is gonna be a spirit animal of Best, excuse me. It's gonna be a fast charge lot style, and yeah, he really likes to break positions with like just humongous amounts of zealots. There we go. Already upgrading zealot lack here. Zealot speed. Now, he's utilizing all of his dragoons, which you build up here, to kind of get a foothold on the map and try to control the map. He's gonna create a big arc here, as you can see, kind of to contain the Terran a little bit, like a soft contain here. And the Terran has been building up a bunch of tanks, and he's gonna push out now. This is no upgrade style, so it's a little bit weird. There's no +1, there's no +1 even on the way, there's no third base on the... Oh, there we go, +1 is on the way, finally. And Academy. Oh, can you get that observer there? Unfortunately does not get it. Yeah, +1 is quite far away still. Is he gonna actually kind of create a foothold here to try and push in to take this third base? Could be. Would be very interesting to see that. I wouldn't mind that actually. Try to go for a faster third. He has the money. He should probably, if he does it, we should see that CC getting started up very soon. Maybe this is a 5 fact +1 push. I mean, he has a bunch of factories, so could just go into that push. Now, Goon's trying to come from behind here. Of course, these observers do see everything. And he's just slow crawling his way across the map. It feels like this might be a strategy adjusted to the positions of the both players being so close here in that bottom spawn locations. Now, he's just trying to keep his own reinforcements safe with a bunch of mines. And then, like, one tank here being sieged up there in the back. And it's only vultures reinforcing now. Now he's pulling back a little bit, and actually an SCV's coming over here, so maybe he will just secure this area and take that third base, and there he goes. That's quite a fast third. Even though I would have loved it to be already here and just float it over. It felt like that might have been a better move. Maybe he really wanted to gain that foothold first and then kind of commit to that command center. The Marines are going to monitor the army movement here, and Best is going to come in. He's going to try and break this position, but I don't know about this. This is so many zealots though. Now, you have to... Oh my god, that splash from those siege tanks eating away at most of these zealots. There's nothing really left over. And this is even before +1. Can Best though kind of break this command center here? It's being placed in this location, so it is kind of vulnerable, but this is only 3 goons left. And if he can rally a few tanks into this position, he should be able to just kill those dragoons. Can they get a cancel though on the command center? I don't think so. He's gonna bring another SCV, he's gonna start to build that command center again, he's gonna bring a few vultures, he's gonna lay a few mines now. And Best is still trying his hardest to micro this. A mine is gonna get depleted here, but now these tanks reinforcing this are gonna clear that position. And with this, the command center should be able to go up, as this was the big investment here from Best. And he did not break enough tanks. There's still a lot of tanks behind this. Now, let's see what he's actually making behind this. He looks like he went into Storm. And we have that shuttle, Storm style. We already have Storm. He already has the few first Templar out on the map. It's gonna load up a shuttle full with Templars. And that's basically you just run everything in and then you hope for the good storms, right? Best is actually taking a close base to this. This is funny. You can kind of hit this base from here if you use your siege tanks over there. And at least that's what it feels like, right? Now, Terran player is actually doing some nice scouting here with these vultures. He's checking the other main bases. This one is on patrol here from that third to the main. And is gonna keep on checking if Best's expansion patterns go up there. Well, it used to be like Gateway Man, right? It used to be the mass expand style. You grab every base on the map, kind of, and then you just make a bunch of gateways. And whenever the Terran moves out, you just crush your waves of potentially 400 supply into that frickin' Terran army and try to just break it. Now, this is a lot of dragoons, but the zealots are all left behind still. I wonder where the shuttle is. I only see the observers move in here with this. And he might just clear a few mines. Those mines are kind of the big thing that try to keep our Terran player here safe on this flank. So whenever Best tries to come from the top, he needs to run through a big minefield. But that's kind of everything. There's like a few tanks. But that's it, right? I mean, look at this. It's mass mine to try and block this area off. Now Best is moving some zealots in position. It feels like you can break those mines if you just run a few zealots through that. Maybe he's gonna rotate to the north here. It seems like that's his plan, and he wants to fall into the back of that Terran army, try and intercept those reinforcements. But I feel like, I mean, this should be monitored. These tanks are actually set up quite nicely, and I'm not sure if you can break this one, man. There's so many mines you have to walk through. The Templars not really hitting this storm. One storm is going to connect nicely here in the bottom. One is going to hit a bunch. Oh my god, there was some great storms here on the right side. But still, this feels like a very, very deep siege line here on our Terran side of things. The support units are gone though, and yeah, Best is just going to break this position. GG is going to be called. Best does take the game before the push commences.